Welcome to Hoosic Falls Central School for Catamount Television's exclusive coverage of boys and girls basketball. This is Gary Danforth on the play-by-play. We'll just be starting tonight's game between the homestanding Hoosic Falls Panthers, coached by Dan Heiko. Heiko is a 1969 graduate of Howes Central School, and Hoosic Valley Central School is coached by Ronnie Chapko, also a 1969 graduate of Hoosic Valley Central School. The visiting Indians come into tonight's ball game with an overall record of 9 wins and 3 losses, and the Indians are 4-0 in Division II in the Western League. Tonight we are on the campus of Hoosic Falls Central School in Hoosic Falls, New York, as the homestanding Panthers coming into tonight's ball game with an overall record of 7 wins and 4 losses, and they are 4-4 overall in Western League play. The Panthers, the home team, are in Division I in the Western League, and the Indians of Hoosic Valley are in Division II. Here are tonight's starting lineups. First for the visiting Hoosic Valley Indians. Number 11, Renee Serafin, a junior guard. Number 12, Alex Reifenberg, a junior guard. Number 14, Jessica Espy, a junior guard. Number 23, Sam Lanu, a sophomore guard, and rounding out the Indian starting lineup is number 24, Emily Peckman, a freshman guard. For the homestanding Hoosic Falls Panthers, the starting lineup is Olivia Brownell, a junior guard. Number 23, Eliza Whitman, a senior guard forward. Number 32, Logan Thane, a sophomore forward center. Number 24, Maureen McAuliffe, a senior forward. And rounding out the Panthers starting lineup is number 15, Lillian Hickey, a junior guard. As I said earlier, the Panthers are coached by Dan Heiko. Their overall record is 7-4 and 4-4 overall in Washington League Division I and Division II play. And the Hoosic Valley Central School Indians, coached by Ronnie Chapko, come into tonight's game with a record of 9 wins and 3 losses overall, and are 4-0 in Division II in the Washington League. So this is a Washington League interdivisional game here at Hoosic Falls Central School in Hoosic Falls, New York. While we have a moment, I'd like to thank our sponsor, Pizza Bella Pizzeria, located at 17 Main Street in Hoosic Falls, New York, right across from the Rite Aid Pharmacy. The phone number for Pizza Bella Pizzeria is 518-686-1900. We'll be right back for tonight's start of the Washington League basketball game on Catamount Television out of Bennington, Vermont. And welcome to Hoosic Falls Central School for tonight's Washington League game between the homestanding Hoosic Falls Panthers and the visiting Hoosic Valley Indians. This is Gary Danforth for Catamount Television on play-by-play. I'm just about ready for the opening tip of the first quarter. Hoosic Valley in the blue uniforms with white numerals. Hoosic Falls, the Panthers, in their white uniforms with blue trim. Opening tip, and it's controlled by the Panthers, moving right to left on their screen, and the ball's thrown away by the Panthers. With 7:54 left in the first quarter. Hoosic Valley being down the ball on the far side of the court, and it's number 24 for the Indians. She flips into the corner, and doing a jump ball that was renewed. Got tied up in the corner, number 23. Sam Lanu tied up for the Indians with 7:42 left in the first quarter of this interdivisional Washington League basketball game here on Catamount Television in Hoosic Falls, New York. Hoosic Falls in the white uniforms is in Division I in the Washington League, and Hoosic Valley is in Division II, so it's an interdivisional game this evening. And Hoosic Valley can inbound the ball. It goes into out front. Lanu check that. That was actually 24. Second, it's 24. Lanu's 23. Now the ball's driven in the paint. Reverse layup on the left baseline. No good. Rebounded by Hoosic Valley. Back out. Long. 3-pointer goes up. No good. That's Cotton inside for Hoosic Valley on the offensive board. That was number 11 for the Indians. That was Renee Serafin. As Hoosic Falls into the offense, hounded over in the right corner. Now the ball goes into Hickey. Check that, that's Brownell, number 15 And thrown away by the Panthers, and Hoosic Valley on a fast break their own. Shackles up on the right baseline, no good. Rebounded by number 30, Logan Thane, and Hoosic Falls. Now Brownell tries in to score. Carnicus Cotton checked that. That was number 15, William Hickey, scored that for Hoosic Falls. So got some numbers changes here in our program. Hoosic Valley, that's going to be a 5-second call on the Hoosic Valley Indians as we're all tied up 2-2 here with 6:33 left in the first quarter. If you don't know it, in New York State, the girls use a 30-second shot clock, the boys use a 35-second shot clock. Now Hoosic Falls can inbound the ball, that's same there. Throws it away, and it's going to be Hoosic Valley basketball. As there's nobody home on the far side of the court, it's going to be Hoosic Valley Indians inbound that ball. And it's going to be number 11. Seraphin now timeout on the court here at Hoosic Falls Central School is the 32nd timeout on the court here. 2-2, we're all tied up here in Washington League Girls Interdivisional Basketball action. And a quick timeout. Hoosic Valley down below us on the left side. The Hoosic Falls Panthers down below us in the white uniforms on the right side. 6:33 left in the first quarter. Kind of a cold, windy night. This has been all day here at Hoosic Falls. And the crowd's flooding a little bit. Kind of a sparse crowd here. But 4:30 tip-off time for the junior varsity girls game and a 6 o'clock tip-off time for the varsity. Usually those games tip off at 6 o'clock and 7:30, so we're about an hour and a half ahead of time usually. Now Hoosic Valley inbounds the ball, they race the ball over midcourt, and now 14, that's Espy with the ball, back out front. Quick three-pointer, that was put up by Renew, it's no good, rebounded by Thane of Hoosic Falls, and that's Olivia Brownell. The ball for Hoosic. Check that. That was Hickey with the ball. Brought it over. And Hoosic Falls on the attack. Now Hickey gives it up in the corner to Noreen McAuliffe. Far corner back out front. Eliza Whitman puts up about a 20-footer. Rims off. Rebounded by Hoosic Valley. And they start a fast break of their own. And it's Seraphin with the ball. She gives it up to Renew. Now Hoosic Valley running the dribbled offense. Now Renew gives it up. Long three-pointer goes up. No good, rebounded by Thane again. That's about her third rebound. As Hoosic Falls gets out in a fast break. They race the ball into the front court. Back out front, that's Hickey with the ball. Now Thane fakes a three-pointer from about 22 feet. Now she moves over to the right side of the court. And so now McAuliffe puts up about an 18-footer, doesn't draw iron. And rebounded by Hoosic Valley. That's Renew with the ball. Flips the pass ahead as the Indians race over midcourt. Now the ball's in back out front. And that's Renew ball. Renew puts up a 20-footer, no good. Rebounded by Hickey as the Panthers race the ball over midcourt. And now Thane puts up about a 20-footer. That rims out, no good. Rebounded by Hoosic Valley. And the Indians throw that ball away. It's going to be, they tried a sideline fast break and it didn't work tonight. Not on that play anyway. With 4:54 left in the second quarter, the ball's going to be inbounded just below us here. And that's going to be, referee is talking to the Panther player. She got hurt, hit in the face, I think. And maybe it's a problem with the contact. She might be trying to actually find it. I think it's a contact came out for Lillian Hickey. She's trying to find it in her eye. I guess she did find it. Hope she did anyway. And Hickey wears number 5. Usually she's number 15. And now Hickey gets the ball in bounds. Walks it across for Hoosic Falls. They start in their offense. Whistle on the court and would have a traveling call on the Hoosic Falls Panthers. With 4:47 left in the first quarter. Now Hoosic Valley's going to inbound the ball. Hoosic Falls applies full court pressure. Now Hoosic Valley breaks the pressure and races the ball over midcourt. They started their offense. Whistle blows, and we're going to have a foul on number 5 of the Hoosic Falls Panthers. That's the first personal foul on Lillian Hickey. And Hoosic Valley's going to inbound the ball on the far side of the court. Out front with the ball is Sam Renew, number 23. Now Hoosic Valley starts in the offense. Shot goes up from the left side of the court. That's Cotton. for the Hoosic Valley Indians, and that's number 12. That was Alex Reifenberg, junior guard, put that ball home as Hoosic Falls trails by a score of 4-2. The Panthers on the attack though. Now Olivia Brownell brings the ball into the right corner. She's hung up underneath. Shot goes up by Thane. Underneath the basket, rebounded by the Indians. And Hoosic Valley flips the ball over midcourt, and they started a quick fast break of their own. Quick trigger fast break. Score. Contest Cotton for number 22. That's Sam Manu on the Indian fast break as they take a 7-2 lead. Now Hoosic Falls puts a quick trigger. That was Eliza Whitman, the senior. Rebounded by McAuliffe on the left baseline. Flips it out front, and now Brownell drives in, puts up a shot on the right baseline, whistle blows. Shot's no good though. We're going to have a personal foul on Hoosic Valley with 3:40 left in the first quarter. That foul is going to be on number 11. That's Renee Serafin for the Indians. That's her first personal foul, first team foul on Hoosic Valley. And Brownell puts up the first free throw. It's no good. Brownell usually wears number 5. She's 15 tonight, and usually Hickey's number 15, but she's number 5 tonight. So Panthers have switched uniforms. And that free throw is no good. First one, second one is good by Olivia Brownell, the junior guard for Hoosic Falls. Hoosic Valley now leads 7-3 as the Indians race the ball into midcourt. And it's knocked away by the Panthers, and they start a fast break of their own. And that's Brownell with the ball, gives it up to Thane. She puts up about a 20-footer from the right side. That's no good, rebounded by the Indians. We had 3:20 left in the first quarter. And that's Sam Manu walking the ball over midcourt for Hoosic Valley as the Indians start in their offense. Now the ball, quick trigger on the left corner jumper, rebounded. Another shot goes up. And that was given in the paint by number 12. That was Alex Reifenberg, a junior guard for Hoosic Valley. Put that shot up from about 16 feet in the corner, got her own miss and put it over into the paint. Now she's put up the first 2 free throws. That foul's on number 30 for Hoosic Falls. That's the first personal foul. I'm looking for number 30, and they've got all kinds of number changes down here tonight as Reifenberg hits his second foul shot as the Indians take an 8-3 lead with 3 minutes left in the first quarter of this girls' Washington League basketball game. Now Hoosic Falls, ball's knocked out of bounds. It's going to be checked that. It's going to be Thane inbounding for the Panthers with 2:57 left in the first quarter. And Thane's going to be on the left baseline, looking for somebody to inbound to as she gets the ball from the official. Looks for Eliza Whitman, now flips it out to Whitman 20 feet from the basket on the left side. Now she feeds the ball into McAuliffe, and shot goes up on the inside by Thane as McAuliffe hit her with a pass. Cutting down the lane, and sophomore Logan Thane, number 30, is going to go to the free throw line for the Hoosic Falls Panthers as Hoosic Falls trails Hoosic Valley by a score 8-3 with 2:51 left in this first quarter. Thane puts up a foul shot instead, nothing but net. That's Cotton for Logan Thane on the foul shot. And as Hoosic Falls gets within 8-4. That's the first personal foul on number 14. That's Jessica Espy, junior guard for Hoosic Valley. First personal foul on her. As Thane puts up a second free throw, and it's good. As Hoosic Falls climbs within 8-5. Now Hoosic Valley races the ball over midcourt. And back out front, shot fake, and now Manu puts up a 20-footer. That's no good. Rebounded by Hickey of Hoosic Falls, and the Panthers race the ball over midcourt. Hickey out front with the ball. She gives it up to number 12 for Panthers. Into the ball game for Hoosic Falls. That's Maddie Walker. Now Hoosic Falls taking their time. Shot goes up from the right side. No good. Rebound. Thane has it. Puts the shot up on the right baseline. That's no good. And that's play went down for Hoosic Falls. That was Noreen McAuliffe. She's pretty tough to bounce back up from that. McAuliffe wearing number 33 tonight. She got knocked down on the right baseline and got back up, and she's out front on the left side. Now Thane gives it in. And back out front now. Hickey with it for Hoosic Falls. She drives in the right corner, whistle blows. And we're going to have a foul on the Hoosic Valley Indians with 2:07 left in the first quarter. This girls Washington League basketball game. Washington League, if you don't know, is the acronym for Washington, Saratoga, and Rensselaer counties, the 3 counties that make up the teams in the Washington League. Shot went up from the right corner, no good, and it's going to be Hoosic Valley basketball. As it did draw iron, I think that was a shot clock violation. Hoosic Valley inbounds the ball, and with knocked away, intercepted by McCall from the right corner. She puts a quick shot, no good, doesn't draw iron. And Hoosic Valley gets that ball. And that's Lanu with the ball. She flips a pass over mid-court. And Hoosic Valley passing the ball around. Quick shot goes in up from Seraphin in the middle of the paint. No good, rebounded by the Indians. Now all ready for the basket. That was number 24 for the Indians. That was Peckman, a freshman. She didn't draw iron, rebounded by the Panthers. And now they drive the ball in the paint. Shot goes up. No good, knocked out of it. It's going to be Hoosic Valley basketball with 1:18 left in the first quarter. And Hoosic Valley going to be inbounding underneath their own basket. And the ball's flipped into Peckman. She looks, players are pass across court. Hoosic Valley has the ball. It goes into the paint. Knocked away and intercepted by Hoosic Falls, and that's Hickey with the ball. Now Thane drives the ball into the front court, puts up about a 20-footer on the Panther fast break. That's no good. And the Panthers didn't pass that ball on very much. Thane put up a quick 20-footer. Now Hoosic Valley with the ball. On offense. Back out front. Lanu flips a pass in the left baseline. Ball's underneath on the right shot. Shot goes up on the right side. Blocked. And another shot goes up. And that's going to be on number 12. That's Alex Reifenberg put that first shot up. It was blocked, and she got her own rebound and put a shot up on the right baseline. And that's going to be a technical foul on the Hoosic. It's going to be a technical foul on Hoosic Falls. I don't know if that was on the. Of course, they didn't like that call. I don't know if that was on the bench. And it's going to send number 11 to the free throw line for Hoosic Valley. She puts up the first of the technical fouls. That's Renee Seraphin, the junior guard, as Hoosic Valley takes a 9-5 lead. Seraphin puts up the second foul shot on the technical. And that's good, as the Indians take a 10-5 lead with 42.6 seconds left. And now this is going to send number 12, Alex Reifenberg, to the free throw line for Hoosic Valley. So Hoosic Valley's got a chance to put 4 foul shots home here, and that's his third personal foul on number 3 for the Panthers. That's Logan Thane. They got her for 3 personal fouls here with 42.6 seconds left. And Reifenberg puts up a free throw. That's no good. She missed both of them. And Hoosic Falls gets a rebound. They race the ball over midcourt. And that's Hickey with the ball out front. She drives in, puts up a quick shot by an 18-footer, but before she got the shot off, she traveled with 30.7 seconds left in the first quarter. It's going to be Indian basketball, moving left to right. And they get the ball out of bounds. Now they do the pass over half court. And a quick shot on the shot goes up from Peckman, the freshman guard. Emily Peckman put that shot up to Hoosic Valley. 16 seconds left in the first quarter. Hoosic Falls has the ball. And back out front. Now the ball goes in the paint to McCall. She fumbles it, puts up a shot on the right baseline, whistle blows. Shot's still good with 6.8 seconds left in the first quarter. This girls Washington League basketball game on Catamount Television. So that's going to send Noreen McCall, number 33 tonight. Usually McCall for us number 24, but she's going to put up a pair of free throws. And the first one's good for senior Noreen McCall for Hoosic Falls as the Panthers get within 10-6. With 6.8 seconds left. Out of the ball game for Hoosic Valley's number 14. That's Jessica Espy. McCall puts up the second free throw and it rolls off the rim. And Hoosic Valley has the ball. 2 seconds left, and they're not going to get a shot off. That's the way the first quarter is going to end here at Hoosic Falls Central School. After 8 minutes of basketball here in the Washington League at Hoosic Falls Central School in Hoosic Falls, New York. On Catamount Television, this is Gary Danforth after 8 minutes of basketball. The homestanding Hoosic Falls Panther girls basketball team trails the Hoosic Valley Indians 10-6. We're right back for second quarter action on Catamount Television. Welcome back to second quarter action as Hoosic Valley head coach Barney Chepko is giving his team a talking to here as we're ready to begin second quarter action here in Hoosic Falls. The Indians come out on the court, and homestanding Panthers in the white uniforms trail the Indians by a score of 10-6. There's going to be Indian basketball. They flip the ball in bounds to Sam Manu, number 23, and Manu has the ball on the far side of the court. And Hoosic Valley starts in their offense. Manu with the ball up front. He's a short guard. She gives it up to Peckman, a freshman. Manu's the sophomore. Now the ball is thrown away by the Hoosic Valley Indians with 7:39 left in the second quarter. The Indians are ahead of the Panthers by a score of 10-6. And that's Hickey with the ball. She gives it up. Now McAuliffe has it in on the right baseline. Score it count. That's Cotton for Maureen McAuliffe and the Hoosic Falls Panthers as they get within 10-8. Now Hoosic Valley inbounds the ball, and they race the ball over midcourt. And back up front is Manu with the ball. She gives it up in the corner. A long three-pointer goes up rebounded by the Hoosic Valley Indians. Flip the ball out of bounds, and that's going to be a push on the Hoosic Valley Indians on the rebound with 7:10 left in the second quarter. That's the first personal foul on Emily Peckman, freshman guard for the Indians. And Hoosic Falls trailing 10-8. She flipped the pass over to Liza Whitman, and she gives it up. Long three-pointer goes up by William Hickey. Score count as Cotton for junior William Hickey, number 5 of the Panthers, as Hoosic Falls takes an 11-10 lead. Now Hoosic Valley back on the attack. Shaka's up on the left baseline. Whistle blows. The shot's blocked. And that's going to send Alex. That's number 12 for the Indians. It's Alex Reifenberger, junior guard. She goes to the free throw line. That's going to be the first personal foul. Maureen McAuliffe for Hoosic Falls. That's of the quarter. That's the first team foul on Hoosic Falls. Reifenberg makes first free throw. We're all tied up 11-11 with 6:40 left in the second quarter. Hoosic Falls throws the ball away. The Indians have it, and it's knocked out of bounds by Hoosic Falls, so it's going to be Hoosic Valley Indian basketball with 6:34 left in the second quarter. Here on Catamount Television, the Indians race the ball over midcourt. That's the new with the ball, a sophomore point guard, number 23 for the Indians. She looks over the Panther defense, and shot fake in the corner by Peckman. Now she dribbles out of bounds in the paint, puts the pass knocked away by Hoosic Falls, and the ball's knocked away by Hoosic Valley on the Panther fast break, and now Hoosic Valley on a fast break of their own. Quick trigger on the three-pointer. And that was put up, I think, by Renew from out front. The ball went right out of bounds with 6:04 left in the second quarter. All tied up here, 11-11, Hoosic Falls Central School. The Hoosic Falls Panthers and the Hoosic Valley Indians in girls basketball. Offensive rebound inside by number 23, Eliza Whitman, of the Hoosic Falls Panthers, as they take a 13-11 lead. Now Hoosic Valley, that's Sam Manu with the ball up front for Hoosic Valley. Timeout in the court here called by Hoosic Valley coach Barney Chepko. Chepko has been the Hoosic Valley girls basketball coach. This is his 4th year. He's been coaching 38 years. He's a 1969 graduate of Hoosic Valley Central School. As I said earlier, in the other huddle we've got Dan Heinko, a 1969 graduate of Cohoes High School. Cohoes is just about 5 miles north of the capital of Albany, New York, the capital of New York State. Heinko also played basketball at Hudson Valley Community College in Troy, New York. So Hoosic Falls ahead 13-11 in this girls Western League interdivisional game. Hoosic Valley Division II team, Hoosic Falls in the white Division I team. There's 10 teams in the league. I think there's 5 teams in each division. Division I, the larger schools. Division II, the little bit smaller schools. Hoosic Valley back on the attack. And that's Lanu with the ball out front. She gives it up. And back out to Lanu. She puts up a three-pointer. No good. Rebound fought for on the left baseline, and whistle blows, and it's knocked out of bounds, and that's going to be Panther basketball. As number 5, that's Hickey brings the ball over midcourt for Hoosick Falls. Lily Hickey, number 5. Hoosick Falls McAuliffe gets the ball underneath on the right baseline. Scored. Count. That's Cotton for Maureen McAuliffe. That's the second time she's got good position on the right baseline. Put the shot home as the Panthers take a 15-11 lead. Now Hoosick Valley has the ball on the outside. Shot take from three-point range. Now the ball three-pointer goes up from the right corner. Scored. Count. That's Cotton for the Hoosick Valley Indians. That's Emily Peckman. Put that three-pointer up. Now Hoosick Falls comes right back with a quick trigger three-pointer of their own. McAuliffe has it on the right baseline. The shot rolls off. And she's scrapping on the boards tonight, senior Maureen McAuliffe, with 4:35 left in the second quarter. Now Hoosick Valley has the ball. Back out front. Lou fakes a shot, gives it up to Peckman, the right corner. Now Peckman drives in the paint, puts up a shot, and the runner scores. Count. That's Cotton for freshman Emily Peckman for the Hoosick Valley Indians as they take a 16-15 lead with 4:10 left in the second quarter. Hoosick Falls on the attack. Now Liza Whitman puts up a quick three-pointer by Hoosick Falls and knocked away, and Hoosick Valley comes away with it. They race the ball over midcourt of their own. All the shots in the paint. Lou fakes a shot. Now she puts up a three-pointer from about 20 feet on the right side. That's no good. Goes right out of bounds. It's going to be Panther basketball with 3:50 left in the second quarter. This girls Washington Young Divisional basketball game. It's going to be Panther basketball, and that's going to be number 3 in the ball game for the Hoosick Falls Panthers. Quick trigger on the three-pointer. Score count. That's Cotton for that was number 15. Olivia Brownell hit that three-pointer for Hoosick Falls. Hoosick Falls takes an 18-16 lead. Now Hoosick Valley puts up a shot and a score. That's Cotton for number 24. That's freshman Emily Peckman for the Hoosick Valley Indians. Peckman put up a shot from just inside the paint, banked in off the glass as we're all tied up here 18-18 with 3:23 left in the second quarter. Peckman adds a free throw on the conventional three-point play. And Hoosick Valley takes a 19-18 lead with 3:18 left in the second quarter. Hoosick Falls back on the attack. And that's Hickey with the ball. Check that, that's Brownell with the ball. Out front. And she gives it up to Hickey. Now Hickey drives in the paint, flips it back out front, and quick trigger, about an 18-footer, went up on the right side, rebounded by Hoosick Valley. And now Hoosick Falls double teams her. The ball's on the far side of the court, and Hoosick Valley gets it across, and they throw it away. It's going to be Panther basketball with 2:48 left in the second quarter here at Hoosick Falls Central School. Hoosick Falls ahead. Check that. Hoosick Falls trails 19-18. Hoosick Valley drives the ball in the paint. Doesn't draw in. Rebounded by the Indians. And now Lanu flips up a runner on the right side. No good. Rebounded by Hoosick Falls. And that's gone over the ball. She gets it over midcourt. And Hoosick Falls starts into their offense. And that's Hickey with the ball on the far side. She's guarded closely. And ball's intercepted by Hoosick Valley right underneath the Panther basket with 2:11 left in the second quarter. Hoosick Valley in the blue uniforms ahead by a score of 19-18. This girls Washington League basketball game here on Catamount Television. It's Gary Danforth on the play-by-play. And Hoosick Valley working around. Three-pointer goes up from the right corner. That's no good. Rebound by the Panthers. And that was Hoosick Falls with Hickey with the ball. She brings it over midcourt. Ball goes into McAuliffe, and it's going to be Panther basketball as Maureen McAuliffe got that ball on the right baseline. And into the ball game is Eliza Whitman for Hoosick Falls, and out is Whitman's number 23, and out for the Panthers is number 3. That's Molly Walker. Walker's a freshman. Hoosick Falls inbounds the ball. And that's Brownell with the ball, and she travels and she drives down the left baseline, left side of the. She drove down the paint, dragged her pivot foot. Now dribbling. 19-18 Hoosick Valley in the blue uniforms as they start in their offense. Now the ball goes in the paint, rolls off the rim on the right baseline, and Hoosick Falls grabs that board. They'll start a fast break of their own. This is non-stop action here tonight at Hoosick Falls Central School. And that's going to be Panther basketball, and that's going to be number 15, really, actually number 5. That's Lillian Hickey going to be inbound the ball for Hoosick Falls. She flipped the pass out to McAuliffe. McAuliffe gives it up, and now Hoosick Falls, that's Hickey with the ball. She drives all the way to the right, puts up a shot on the right baseline, no good. Rebound fought for it with 1:10 left in the second quarter. That's going to be Panther basketball, and that's going to be Lillian Hickey inbound the ball on the right baseline for Hoosick Falls. And also in the ball game for Hoosick Falls is number 21, that's Grace Wysocki, junior guard. Hoosick Falls looking to get the ball in bounds. They do. Quick shot goes up, doesn't draw iron. And that was Whitman put that shot up. Another shot goes up by the Panthers. That's no good. Nick Hickey put that shot up. Ball is going to be Hoosick Valley basketball with 55.8 seconds left. The Indians are going to be inbound the ball in the left corner here. And that's going to be number 23. Sam Lanu inbounds the ball. And Lanu walks the ball over midcourt for Hoosick Valley. As Hoosick Valley starts into their offense. Ball goes in the right corner. Started closely. Now the ball's given in the right paint. Intercepted by Hickey of the Hoosick Falls Panthers, and she races the ball over midcourt. Quick shot goes up from three-point range. That was put up by Whitman. That's no good. With 27 seconds left. 25 seconds on the shot clock. And this is racehorse basketball as both teams on a fast break tonight with 24.3 seconds left. 24 seconds on the game clock. Quick trigger on the three-pointer from the right corner by Hoosick Valley, rebounded by the Hoosick Falls Panthers. The shot clock's turned off. 14 seconds left. Ball goes in the paint. Shot goes up. It's blocked by the Indians, and they race the ball over midcourt. And shot goes up on the right baseline score. That's Cotton for Hoosick Valley. And that last shot was put up by number 5 in the Hoosick Valley Indians. And that was Eloise Carlson McNally, a junior guard for the Indians. She put up a shot in the left baseline, and that's the way the first half's going to end here in Hoosick Falls Central School in Hoosick Falls, New York. The girls interdivisional Washington League basketball game. At halftime here, Hoosick Valley Central School 21, Hoosick Falls Panthers 18. And girls Washington League basketball, this is Gary Danforth for Catamount Television. We'll be right back for the third quarter action. And welcome back to Hoosick Falls Central School in Hoosick Falls, New York for the third quarter of tonight's Washington League game between the homestanding Hoosick Falls Panthers in the white uniforms and the visiting Hoosick Valley Indians in the blue uniforms. Quick shot goes up. Score count. That's Cotton for Logan Fane of the Hoosick Falls Panthers. And a quick inbounds play. Cross-court pass, and Logan Fane laid it up for Hoosick Falls on the right baseline. Hoosick Falls trails 21-20. The Indians of Hoosick Valley on the attack. Quick shot goes up. That was put up by Espy. Jessica Espy, rebounded by Hoosick Falls, trailing by 1 point. And the shot goes up in the lane. It's blocked, knocked away, and Hoosick Falls Panthers have it. Fane puts a shot up on the left baseline. Score it. Contest Cotton for sophomore Logan Fane, as she scored 2 buckets to open up the third quarter for Hoosick Falls as the Panthers in the white uniforms take a 22-21 lead over Hoosick Valley. With 7:06 left in the third quarter, Hoosick Valley on the attack. Now the ball's out front. Espy put up a shot from about 18 feet out front. No good, rebounded by the Panthers, and they start a fast break of their own. And shot goes up on the right baseline, scored. Contest Cotton for Logan Fane again. As Fane, that's 6 quick points for sophomore Logan Fane. Fane is number 30. And Thane goes to the free throw line. Try to complete a conventional three-point play, and she does. As Thane has come out on fire here, scoring the first 7 points in the third quarter for Hoosic Falls as the Panthers take a 25-21 lead over Hoosic Valley with 6:43 left in the third quarter. The Indians on the attack. Now a quick shot goes up from, that was Lanu. Shot goes up on the right baseline. That's hits the bottom of the iron. No good. Rebound fought for underneath. Shot goes up on the left baseline. No good. By Reifenberg scores. Count. That's Cotton for Alex Reifenberg. As she wanted that board and put it home on the left baseline. As Hoosic Valley crawls within 25-23 with 6:24 left in the third quarter. Now the Panthers are going to be inbound the ball, moving left to right on their screen. With 6:24 left in the third quarter. Now Hoosic Falls, that's Lillian Hickey with the ball. Rushes it over midcourt for Hoosic Falls. Whistle blows on the court, and that's going to be a turnover on Hoosic Falls with 6:17 left in the third quarter. And it's going to be Hoosic Valley basketball moving right to left. And that's Manu with the ball for the Indians. Passes the ball, gives it up to Espy. Now back out. Espy puts up about a three-pointer that clings off the iron. Rebounded by McAuliffe of Hoosic Falls as the Panthers move the ball into the front court on the fast break of their own. Shot goes up, no good. Rebound score, count. That's Cotton for number 15. That's Olivia Brownell of Hoosic Falls as the Panthers take a 27-23 lead with 5:45 left in the third quarter. Now Hoosic Valley back on the attack. Now shot fake. Peckman puts up a shot from about 8 feet on the left baseline. No good. Rebound fought for it, and it's going to be a foul on the Hoosic Falls Panthers, and that's going to be, the referees are having a conference over there on the far side of the court with 5:35 left in the third quarter. Hoosic Falls in the white uniforms ahead of Hoosic Valley 27-23. And it's going to be Hoosic Valley Indian basketball. Going to be inbound the ball on the right baseline. And Manu passes out. Oh, Hoosic Valley throws the ball away. And it's going to be, I think that ball was thrown away. That's going to be Panther basketball, and that's going to be Olivia Brownell, number 15, inbound the ball for Hoosic Falls with 5:35 left in the third quarter. This girls interdivisional Western League basketball game. Brownell, number 15 tonight. She gives it up to Lillian Hickey, number 5, and the girls have switched numbers. Usually they're reverse. Hoosic Falls in their offense. Now Thane puts up a shot in the lane. Rebound by McAuliffe on the right baseline. She's tied up, and it's going to be Panther basketball. Good fight underneath for Noreen McAuliffe, number 33. The Panthers with 5:19 left in the third quarter. And Hoosic Falls, Liza Whitman looking to pass the ball in. Knocked away by Hoosic Valley. They're looking for McAuliffe out near midcourt, knocked away by number 11. That's Renee Serafin knocked that ball away from Hoosic Valley. Now the Panthers have the ball in bounds, and that's Thane with the ball. Now Thane drives in the right corner, backs up, back out front. Long three-pointer goes up by Hoosic Falls. That's no good. And it goes out of bounds on the far side of the court, and that's going to be Indian basketball with 5:05 left in the third quarter. This girls' Western League interdivisional game. Hoosic Valley, that's going to be Sam Manu walking the ball over for the Hoosic Valley Indians as Hoosic Valley starts it in their offense. And Manu with the ball up front. She's a short, diminutive, probably 5-foot-tall guard for Hoosic Valley. She gives it up to Peckham. Now Manu with the ball, looks inside. Now Peckham at the top of the key. Back out front. Shot goes up by Peckham, number 24. And it's no good. Rebound by Hoosic Falls, and they race ball in the front court. Quick shot goes up by Brownell for Hoosic Falls. That's no good. Rebounded by, that was Hickey. Knocked away by Hoosic Valley, and they race the ball in the front court on a fast break of their own. And Falls, Reifenberg puts up a three-pointer. That's no good, and she can't get her own rebound in the left corner. And that's going to be Panther basketball deep in the left corner. And they inbound the ball, and that's going to be Hickey, Lillian Hickey walking the ball over midcourt for Hoosic Falls with 4:08 left in the third quarter. Hickey out front, 25 feet from the basket. And Hoosic Falls has the ball in the right corner now. Now Thane drives the right baseline, puts up a shot, no good. Rebounds are on miss. Score, Connor puts Cotton for Logan Thane. As that's her, I think we're 8th and 9th points of the quarter for Hoosic Falls as the Panthers take a 29-23 lead with 2:46 left in the third quarter. Hoosic Valley back on the attack. And that's now the ball, shot fake. Now the ball goes over on the right, in the right corner. Underneath on the right baseline, score. Connor puts Cotton for Hoosic Valley. And I think that's number 14. SB put that shot home for the Indians. Quick shot goes up by Hoosic Falls, rebounded by Hoosic Valley. With 3:17 left in the third quarter. Hoosic Valley trailing Hoosic Falls 29-25 in the Schools Washington League basketball game. Now Hoosic Valley puts up a quick shot from the top, from the foul line, rebounded underneath by Hoosic Valley. Now SB gives it up. Cross-court pass, now goes in the paint. And Reifenberg put up a shot, no good. Rebounded by Hoosic Valley, and that's Lanu with the ball. Back up front, now Lanu eyes up a three-pointer from the left side, no good. Rebound by, tied up, and we're gonna have a jump ball on the right baseline as Eliza Whitman, number 23, got tied up. Eliza Whitman of Hoosic Falls got tied up on the right baseline. It's gonna be Indian basketball. With 2:42 left, quick shot goes up off the inbounds play. Rebound fought for, shot goes up on the right baseline for Hoosic Valley. And whistle blows, and it's going to be a foul on Hoosic Falls. And that's going to be the second personal foul on Noreen McCullough for Hoosic Falls, and that's going to send Alex Reifenberg, number 12, to the free throw line for Hoosic Valley. Into the ball game for Hoosic Valley is number 5. That's Eloise Carlson McNally. And sitting down is Seraphin for Hoosic Valley. Free throw is missed and rebounded by Hoosic Falls. And we're going to have a foul. Check that. I think that ball was knocked out of bounds with 2:35. We're going to have a 30-second timeout here on the court in Hoosic Falls Central School in Hoosic Falls, New York. Right back on Catamount Television. Gary Danforth on the play-by-play. With 2:35 left in the third quarter, Hoosic Falls leads Hoosic Valley 29-25 in girls basketball. And welcome back to Hoosic Falls Central School for third quarter action. This girls Washington League interdivisional basketball game. Hoosic Valley in the blue uniforms, the visiting team trails the Hoosic Falls Panthers in the white team by a score of 29-25. With 2:35 left in the third quarter. It's going to be Hoosic Falls basketball. Hoosic Falls moving left to right in their screen in the white uniforms. And that's Hickey with the ball up front. Drives the ball at the top of the key, gives it up for Olivia Brownell. Now McCullough gives it up for Hickey, puts up a shot, rebounded by Thane. And Thane steps out of bounds on the right baseline after he grabbed an offensive rebound with 2:19 left in the third quarter. Now Hoosic Valley trailing 29-25. They started, get the ball over midcourt. They flip the ball over the left side. Now back out front to Lanu. She gives it up into the paint. McNally now goes into Reifenberg. She puts up a shot on the left baseline. It's no good. Rebounded by Hoosic Valley. Back out front. Now a quick three-pointer is up by the Indians. Score. Contact Cotton. And that's number 24. That's Peckman for Hoosic Valley Indians as they get within 29-28 with that three-pointer. Now Hoosic Falls back on the attack. And it's Thane with the ball for Hoosic Falls, and the Panthers almost throw it away. And that's Hickey with the ball. Now a quick shot goes up, rebounded by, that's McCullough. Grabbed that ball on the right baseline for Hoosic Falls, flips it outside, and now Brownell puts up a three-pointer. Score, contact Cotton for Olivia Brownell. As Hoosic Falls takes a 32-28 lead with 1:20 left in the third quarter. Hoosic Valley back out front on the attack. And now the ball goes in the paint. Reifenberg puts up a shot in the lane. Scores. Contact Cotton for Alex Reifenberg of the Hoosic Valley Indians with 1:03 left in the third quarter. Hoosic Valley places within 32-30. And Hoosic Falls walks the ball over midcourt. They start into their offense. Back out front. Now Whitman passes the ball to McCullough on the right baseline. She went up with a shot. And McAuliffe got hammered underneath number 33, and she's going to go to the free throw line for 2 foul shots with 49.9 seconds left in the third quarter of this girls Washington League basketball game. Maureen McAuliffe, the senior forward, picks up the first foul shot, and it's no good. As Hoosic Falls clings to a 32-30 lead, McAuliffe's going to get a second foul shot. And she's going to get the ball from the official here. Maureen McAuliffe, she's been on the varsity this is her second year. Puts up the free throw, and it's good. As Hoosic Falls takes a 32-30 lead with 49.9 seconds left in this girls Washington League basketball game here. Hoosic Falls Central School in Hoosic Falls, New York. Now Hoosic Valley on the attack. Ball goes in the paint. Quick shot goes up in the lane. No good. Rebound fought for. And knocked in bounds, and Hoosic Falls has it. And that's Hickey with the ball. She races it across for Hoosic Falls. And quick shot goes up on the fast break. Rebound underneath by Thane. She puts up a shot. That's no good. Rebound fought for. And Hoosic Valley grabs the ball with 22 seconds left. They're on a fast break of their own, are the Indians. Shot goes up on the right baseline. No good. Whistle blows, and we're going to have a foul on the Hoosic Falls Panthers, a blocking foul. That's going to be the third personal foul on Maureen McAuliffe for Hoosic Falls. That's going to send Alex Reifenberg, number 12, line for Hoosic Falls for 2 shots. And Thane goes out for Hoosic Falls. And that second free throw is no good. Hoosic Valley grabs a rebound. Now Reifenberg fakes the shot, drives in the right baseline. Left baseline, shot goes up. And we're going to have, I think that's a 3-second call with 10.4 seconds left in the third quarter. It's going to be Hoosic Falls Panther basketball. Hoosic Falls in the white uniforms, moving left to right. They're ahead by 3 points. And now that's going to be Hickey with the ball out front for Hoosic Falls. 3 seconds left. Hoosic Falls looking for a final shot. Hickey puts one up at the buzzer, no good. And that's the way the third quarter is going to end here at Hoosic Falls Central School. And the girls in the divisional Washington League basketball game. Hoosic Falls in the white uniforms, the home team. They're ahead of Hoosic Valley Central School by a score of 33-30 on Catamount Television. The Scary Danforth on the play-by-play. We're right back for fourth quarter action. And welcome back to Hoosic Falls Central School in Hoosic Falls, New York for fourth quarter. Tonight's Washington League divisional game between the Hoosic Falls Panthers and the white uniforms, the home team. They're playing Hoosic Valley Central School. Hoosic Falls leads 33-30. We're just started the fourth quarter. Hoosic Falls on the attack. That's Thane with the ball on the left baseline. She wheels in the lane, puts up a shot, no good. Grabs her own rebound, puts up a shot on the right baseline. Score. That's Cotton for sophomore Logan Thane. I've got her down for about 11 points here in the second half. About 9 in the third quarter. And Hoosic Valley back on the attack, trailing 35-30. And back out front. Now shot goes up in the lane, rebound by Hoosic Valley on the left baseline. That's McNally with the ball. Now back out front to Lanu. Point guard, now back up, shot fake. Shot goes up on the left baseline, no good, rebounded by, that's Logan Thane of Hoosic Falls. And now Thane grabs the ball and walks it over midcourt. She's a sophomore 6-footer for Hoosic Falls. She drives the ball into the, puts up a quick shot in the lane. No good, rebounded by Liza Whitman. And whistle blows on the left baseline as Whitman grabbed that board with 6:59 left in the fourth quarter. And that's going to be Panther basketball. They flip the ball in, and that's Hickey with the ball. She feeds it into Whitman. She puts up a turnaround jump in the lane. No good, rebounded by Thane underneath. She misses the shot, grabbed by Hoosic Valley. And the Indians trailing 35-30 with 6:45 left in the fourth quarter. Bring the ball over. And that's Lanu with the ball out front. Shot fake by Espy. Now Lanu has it on the right side, looking for something to pass to. And it goes in, quick shot, goes up from about 14 feet. Score, that's Cotton. That was Eloise Carlson McNally, a junior guard for Hoosic Valley as they get within 35-32. Hoosic Falls on offense and back out front. Now Whitman puts up a three-pointer. Score, that's Cotton for Eliza Whitman and the Hoosic Falls Panthers. That was a two-pointer. Had a foot inside the three-point line as Hoosic Falls takes a 37-32 lead with 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Hoosic Valley on the attack. That's Espy with the ball on the left wing, looking in the paint. Now Lanu has it. Back out front to McNally. Now the ball goes in the right corner. Driven into the paint. And that's Espy with the ball. Fakes a shot. Now Seraphin drives the left baseline. Scores. That's Cotton for Renee Seraphin as Hoosick Valley gets within 37-34 with 5:35 left in the fourth quarter. Now Hoosick Falls on the attack. Kane has it. Grabs it on the left baseline. Back out front. Quick shot goes up in the lane for Hoosick Falls. Rebound on the left baseline. Shot goes up. That's so good. And Whitman grabs her own rebound. Fane has it. Puts it up. Score. That's Cotton for Logan Fane of Hoosick Falls as the Panthers take a 39-34 lead with 5:10 left in the third quarter. Fane is doing yeoman's work on the backboards tonight. She must be leading all scorers. She's got to have 20 points at least. Of the Panthers' 39 points. Hoosick Valley trailing 39-34 on offense. Shot goes up by Hoosick Valley on the left baseline. Rebounded by the Indians. Whistle blows and we're going to have a double dribble. That's going to be a turnover on the Hoosick Valley Indians with 4:50 left in the fourth quarter. And out of the ball game for the Hoosick Valley Indians is freshman Emily Peckman, who put up that last shot. Now Hoosick Falls has the ball, but that's Hickey with the ball. She walks it over for Hoosick Falls, and the Panthers started in their offense. Fane has the ball in the right corner, takes a shot, gives it up. And now that's Brownell with the ball. She drives in the right side. Shot goes up from the right baseline. Score. Cotton for number 3 of the Hoosick Falls Panthers. That's Molly Walker. A freshman hit that shot. As Hoosick Falls takes a 41-34 lead with 4:21 left in the fourth quarter. This girls interdivisional Wasserman League basketball game on Catamount Television. Timeout of the quarter. Hoosick Falls Central School. The home team Panthers of Hoosick Falls lead the Hoosick Valley Indians 41-34. We'll be right back for fourth quarter action. And welcome back to Hoosick Falls Central School. With 4:21 left in the fourth quarter, this girls Wasserman League basketball game between the homestanding Hoosick Falls Panthers in the white uniforms. They lead Hoosick Valley in the blue uniforms by score 41-34. Hoosick Valley has the ball. Goes in the paint. Shot goes up by Seraphin. Rebounded by Thane of Hoosick Falls. And Thane has it. She flips it over to Lillian Hickey, the junior point guard for Hoosick Falls. Where's number 5 tonight? Hickey with the ball up front. Now the Panthers started their offense. Whistle blows. And it's going to be a foul on the Hoosick Valley Indians. And that's going to be the third personal foul on Jennifer Espy. Hoosick Falls inbounds the ball to the right corner. Whitman flips the pass. Now the Panthers have it, and it's going to be Panther basketball. Looks like it went off of Hoosick Falls with 3:54 left in the fourth quarter, but they're going to hand the ball to Hoosick Falls. Must have been knocked out by an Indian defender. Now Hoosick Falls flips the pass, and the ball goes into Thane underneath the basket. Ball goes up on the left baseline by Logan Thane of Hoosick Falls. Shot was no good, but Thane's going to go to the free throw line for 2 foul shots with 3:49 left in the fourth quarter. Thane is a sophomore, 6-foot forward, center. Swishes the first foul shot as Hoosick Falls takes a 42-34 lead. 2 years ago, Hoosick Valley beat Hoosick Falls on a shot at the regular season buzzer by 2 points. These teams battle all the way. Now Thane puts up the second foul shot and it's good as the Panthers take a 43-34 lead. As I said earlier, Hoosick Valley came in tonight's game with an overall record of 9 wins and 2 losses. And they trail by 9. Now the Indians on the attack. Now Espy has the ball. 3:37 left. She flips the pass out to Manu. Now it goes in the corner. And it's driven in the paint. Whistle blows. And that's going to be a foul on the Hoosick Falls Panthers. And that's going to be the second personal foul on freshman Molly Walker of Hoosick Falls. Now Hoosick Valley has it on the far side of the court. Shot goes up by Espy from the left side. 3-pointer, no good. Rebound fought for. Shot goes up on the right baseline. That's no good. Another shot goes up by the Indians on the right baseline. An offensive rebound. And that's going to send number 12, Alex Reifenberg, for a free throw line with 3:17 left in the fourth quarter. Reifenberg wears number 12 for the Indians. And down below us is Marnie Chapko, Hoosick Valley coach, and Reifenberg picks up a foul shot and it rolls off the rim. to the left side, no good. Rolled all the way around the rim, it's no good. As Hoosick Falls keeps their 43-34 lead here momentarily, and that one rolls off the rim and out too. Rebounded underneath by Liza Whitman, and now Hickey has the ball, passes it ahead for Hoosick Falls to Molly Walker. The freshman chocolate up score, counted on the low baseline by Logan Kane and Hoosick Falls as the Panthers take a 45-34 lead. We're under 3 minutes now. Logan Kane steals the ball for Hoosick Falls, and they race the ball ahead. Now they bring it back out. Now it's on the left side. Whitman puts up a shot from the lane. Rebounded underneath. And Hoosick Valley has it. And they start a fast break of their own. Shot goes up on the left baseline. Score. That's Cotton that's number 24 of Hoosick Valley. That's Emily. That was Emily Peckman. Put that ball home for the Hoosick Valley Indians with 2:32 left in the fourth quarter. Hoosick Valley gets within 45-36. Timeout on the court. We'll take a short break here with 2:32 left in the fourth quarter. This girls' Western League basketball game. Hoosick Falls ahead of Hoosick Valley, 45-36. We'll be right back on Catamount Television. Scary Danforth on the play-by-play. Welcome back to Hoosick Falls Central School as the homestanding Panthers in the white uniforms are ahead of Hoosick Valley 45-36 with 2:32 left in the fourth quarter. Hoosick Falls inbounds the ball. They drive the ball into the paint. Shot goes up. Score the count. That's Cotton for that was Lily Hickey of the Hoosick Falls Panthers as Hoosick Falls now is ahead 47-36 with 2:20 left in the fourth quarter. It's going to be a lot of work for Hoosick Valley to do. They have the ball out front, and now the ball's driven into the right baseline. And shot goes up, score count. That's a three-pointer by Alex Reifenberg of Hoosick Valley as they get within 47-39 with 2:02 left. Ball's knocked away. Hoosick Falls has it, and that's Olivia Brownell tie up on the right baseline, and we got a timeout on the court with 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. That's going to be timeout, full timeout by the Hoosick Falls Panthers in the white uniforms. And we'll take a short break here on Catamount Television. 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. It's going to be Hoosick Falls basketball. They're ahead of Hoosick Valley 47-39. Here in this girls' Western basketball game on Catamount Television. Scary Danforth on the play-by-play. We're right back for fourth quarter action. And welcome back to Hoosick Falls Central School as the visiting Hoosick Valley Indians in the blue uniforms trail Hoosick Falls by a score of 47-39. 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. Hoosick Falls has the ball. Hoosick Valley playing tough man-to-man defense. And that's Lily Hickey with the ball for Hoosick Falls. She passes the ball to the left side to Liza Whitman. She's tied up on the left baseline, and I think there's going to be a foul on Hoosick Valley with 1:43 left in the fourth quarter. It's going to be a foul on it's going to be a second personal foul on freshman Emily Peckman for Hoosick Valley. Now Hoosick Falls is going to inbound the ball on the far side of the court. That's Hickey with the ball, 1:38 left in the game. Hickey with the ball, pounded out front. Now she gives it up to Liza Whitman. And Hickey with the ball, knocked away by Hoosick Valley to race the ball down court. Put up a layup on the right side, score. Count it. That's Cotton for Hoosick Valley, and I think that was number 23. I think that scored that bucket for Hoosick Valley. That was Lanu. That was Sam Lanu. As Hoosick Valley closed within 47-41 with 1:24 left. Timeout on the court here, and called by Hoosick Valley coach Marnie Chapko. To our left here is the Hoosick Valley team. Chapko down on one knee, giving his team some information here at the timeout. I'm going to swing to the other huddle. Hoosick Falls coach, Dan Heiko, giving his team instructions. 1:24 left in the fourth quarter. This girls' Western League interdivisional basketball game. Hoosick Falls breaks the huddle, and it's going to be Panther basketball. Hoosick Falls in the white uniforms ahead 47-41 with 1:24 left in the fourth quarter. Hoosick Valley was down by 11 points at one time. They crawled back within 6 points, 47-41. Hoosick Falls going to be inbound the ball. Hoosick Valley in a full court press. And Thane's going to inbound for Hoosick Falls. Thane throws the ball the full length of the court to Noreen McAuliffe. McAuliffe drives in, puts up a shot, score. Checked out to pass to Maddie Eliza Whitman, and she put up a shot on the right baseline. Score for Eliza Whitman as Hoosick Falls takes a 49-41 lead with 1:10 left in the fourth quarter. Now Hoosick Valley into their offense. Shot goes up, three-pointer, doesn't draw in. Rebounded by Hoosick Falls. And underneath now, McAuliffe had the ball for Hoosick Falls. She's fouled with exactly 1 minute left in the fourth quarter. And Hoosick Falls ahead 49-41, and senior forward Noreen McAuliffe is going to go to the free throw line, and McAuliffe is going to be shooting a 1-and-1 as the New York State girls basketball. They shoot the 1-and-1 on the fifth personal foul. McAuliffe puts it up and rims out. Check that, it's going to be 2 shots. It's a bonus situation on the fifth foul, so Whitman's going to be shooting this bonus second free throw. And McAuliffe puts up the second foul shot. No good. Rebound underneath by Logan Thane. She's been a beast on the boards tonight. Thane grabbed that ball on the right baseline, put Hoosick Falls ahead 51-41. And Thane has just been a monster on the boards tonight. Rebounding the ball a lot on the right baseline. Now Hoosick Valley puts up a shot on the left baseline, hits the bottom of the rim, and that's number 5, Olivia Brownell, grabbed that board along the left baseline with 40.7 seconds left. Hoosick Falls ahead 51-41. And now I think Marnie Chapko is going to throw in a foul here as he's putting in some reserves with 40.7 seconds left. And that's going to send number 5, Olivia Brownell, the junior guard for Hoosick Falls, to the free throw line. And Brownell wears number 15 tonight. She is a right-handed shooter. Puts up the first free throw, and it's good as the Panthers take a 52-41 lead with 40.7 seconds left. And this has been a rough and tumble game here tonight. As Hoosick Valley takes out 4 of their starters, trailing 52-41 with 40.7 seconds left. And McAuliffe comes out for Hoosick Falls. She played a good game on the boards tonight and had some key buckets. Down. Brownell puts up the second free throw, and that's good. As the Hoosick Falls Panthers take a 53-41 lead. And timeout on the court here for Hoosick Falls. Ahead 53-41 with 40.7 seconds left by Hoosick Falls coach Dan Heiko. Take a short break here on Catamount Television. Scary Danforth on the play-by-play. We're right back for fourth quarter action. And welcome back to Hoosick Falls Central School. As Hoosick Valley trailing 53-41 with 40.7 seconds left in this girls interdivisional Western League basketball game. Bring the ball over midcourt, down 12 points is Hoosick Valley in the blue uniforms. And that's Lunu with the ball up front. Now Hoosick Valley, ball goes in the right corner, three-pointer goes up, no good, rebounded by Hoosick Falls. And that's number 14, grabbed that defensive board for the Panthers. That's Eva Heff. Grab that ball as Hoosick Falls starts in their offense. 14 seconds left. Shot clock's turned off. Hoosick Falls ahead 53-41. Panthers in no hurry. Shot fake by shot goes up the lane. Score count. That's Cotton for number 11. The Hoosick Falls Panthers. Caroline Sipperly as the Panthers take a 55-41 lead. And that's the way this girls Western League basketball game here at Hoosick Falls Central School is going to end. For the girls interdivisional Western League basketball game, the homestanding Hoosick Falls Panthers take the measure over the visiting Hoosick Valley Indians by a score of 55-41. Caroline Sipley put up a left-handed shot in the lane with about 3 seconds left to give Hoosick Falls the 55-41 win. Last pass of the game. While we have time here, we're going to thank our sponsor tonight, Pizza Bella Pizzeria. 17 Main Street in Hoosick Falls, New York. The phone number is 518-686-1900. Pizza Bella Pizzeria, our fine sponsor. Final score here at Hoosick Falls Central School in Hoosick Falls, New York. In girls Western League basketball action, the Hoosick Falls Panthers defeat the Hoosick Valley Indians by a score of 55-41. This is Gary Danforth on the play-by-play. Hope you enjoyed tonight's football game.